Welcome back dear students, this is Dhananveer Singh, Biology faculty of Subhra Singh Children's Academy. Students, we are discussing about chapter molecular basis of inheritance, and in this chapter so far we have discussed about structure of DNA. The most accepted structure of DNA or model of DNA was given by Watson and Crick, that was double helical structure. And in this double helical structure, the most important thing that help us in our today's topic, that is the packaging of DNA in eukaryotes as well as in prokaryotes, is the distance between two nucleotides, or we can say that in the case of DNA we have discussed that these two polynucleotide chains, these two polynucleotide chains are held together with the help of the hydrogen bonds that formed between two nitrogenous bases, of the DNA. These nitrogenous bases are apart approx 0.34 nanometer from each other. Means in the case of DNA, two nucleotides, if we discuss about the BDNA, then two nucleotides are 3.4 nanometer apart from each other. So if you discuss about the distance, or we can say the length of a human DNA, then the length of a human DNA is approx, if we multiply it, the total number of base pairs that are present in the human genome, or we can say that human DNA, then the length is approx 2.2 meter. So the length of the human DNA is approx 2.2 meter. So how this 2.2 meter long DNA packed in the 1 microns, how much our nucleus is approx 1 micron diameter, how this 2.2 meter long DNA packed in the 1 microns diameter nucleus, that we discuss here today. So the packaging of DNA we discuss here in the case of prokaryote as well as in the case of eukaryote. We know that prokaryotes don't have a well defined nucleus, means they have genetic material, but this genetic material don't have a nuclear membrane. That's why this is known as the nucleoid. This is known as the nucleoid, because nucleoid is a Latin word which means to like. So it is not clear nucleus, but it is nucleus like structure, that means it known as nucleoid. In the case of nucleoid, what happens? Genetic material is present at a particular location. It is not scattered throughout the bacterial cell. It presents a particular location, and this location is confined with the help of some special type of proteins, and these proteins are known as NAP. NAP are the proteins that are responsible for confining the total genetic material of the prokaryote at a particular location, and the full form of NAP is nucleoid associated proteins. We know that DNA is negatively charged. DNA is negatively charged, and the proteins that are NP are positively charged. How this negatively charged DNA wrapped around the positively charged protein? This is the mechanism that is responsible for confining this whole DNA at a particular place. What happens here? Consider this is a NAP, this is another NAP, this is third NAP. Then what happening here? If this is a DNA, then as this negatively charged DNA comes, then what happens is it start to wrapped around the NAP. It start to wrapped around the NAP, and that's why NAP confined at a particular place. This double strand DNA wrapped around NAP, or nucleoid associated proteins. Okay, what happens? This is negatively charged, this is positively charged, then both are attract to each other, and this attraction make the charge neutral, and they are present at a particular location because they held together with the help of the NAP or nucleoid associated proteins. So we can say that in the case of prokaryotes, not much typical, it is very simple. DNA or genetic material present at a particular location and is held together by a special type of proteins that are known as nucleoid associated proteins. These NAPs are positively charged and DNA, as we know, negatively charged. So it is simple method or simple mechanism of packaging of DNA in the case of prokaryotes. Now we will discuss about packaging of DNA in the case of eukaryote. That is very typical, but I will make it very simple for you. Okay, so students, now I am going to discuss about packaging of the DNA in the case of eukaryotes. So we all know that in the case of eukaryotes, a well-defined nucleus is present, and this nucleus contains a special type of the proteins, and these proteins are positively charged, and this positively charged protein responsible for the attraction of the DNA, because our DNA is nucleic acids and this acid is negatively charged. Then what happens in the eukaryotic nucleus? Positively charged proteins are present. This positive charge comes on these proteins because they or their outer surface contains a special type of amino acids that are positively charged, and these amino acids are lysine and arginine. What happens? We know that proteins are polypeptide chains. What are the proteins? Proteins are polypeptide chains. These are the amino acid that held together with the help of peptide bond. Due to presence of number of peptide bond, the proteins are known as polypeptide chains. But this polypeptide chain is a primary structure of proteins, and the proteins at their primary structure are non-functional. They become functional when we can say that when they fold, and after their folding they become functional. So at the time of folding, what happens? At the time of folding, two positively charged amino acid, arginine and lysine. Arginine and lysine comes on the surface. What happens when this protein start to fold? Then this positively charged amino acids comes on their surface and make it basic, and this basic protein is positively charged, and this protein is known as histone. Name of this positive charge protein is histone. Name of this positive charge protein is histone. If we discuss about the structure of the histone, then it is a octamer protein, means it contains 8 different units. We can say that it contains 8 different units, and these 8 different units are of 4 type. Okay, this histone is a octameric. Which type of? Octameric protein. Contains 4 different components. If we discuss about the structure of this histone protein, then this histone protein contains this type of arrangement of all the octameric structures. It contains H2A, H2B, two components of H2A, two components of H2B, H3 and H4, in which H2A and H2B, H2A and H2B are dimer, and H3 and H4 are tetramer. Okay, so a typical structure, this is a typical structure of histone protein, and this histone protein contains 8 components, and these 8 components are of 4 type: 2 components or 2 molecules of H2A, 2 molecules of H2B, 2 molecules of H3 and 2 molecules of H4. Here H3 and H4 are the tetramer, where H2A and H2B are dimer, and an additional histone that is known as H1, H1 histone. What is H1 histone? This is H1 histone, and this बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर इज नोन एज कोर हिस्टोन. इस बेटा स्ट्रक्चर को हम क्या नाम देते हैं? कोर हिस्टोन. What happens? Our DNA start to wrapped around it to reduce their size. We know that if we discuss about a human cell, then our DNA is approx 2.2 meter long. 2.2 meter long. How? Because we contain 6.6 into 10 to power 9 base pairs, and if we multiply this base pair between their distance, the distance is 0.34 nanometer, then we roughly got a length of 2.2 meter. So this structure start to wrap DNA around it. Now what happens? Our DNA reduces its size. उससे बेटा होता क्या है? DNA का साइज रिड्यूस करना स्टार्ट हो जाता है, या ये हम कह सकते हैं कि DNA की पैकेजिंग स्टार्ट हो जाती है, DNA पैक होने लगता है. So when DNA start to wrapped around it, the number of histone are joined together and appears just like bead on string. और मोतियों की माला, बिल्कुल बेटा क्या होता है? जैसे कि मोतियों की माला होती है, just like that this histone appears in the case of the nucleus of eukaryotes. And this structure when DNA start to wrap and all the histone proteins held together is known as chromatin. So now I am going to make a structure of chromatin. Okay, now what happens? This is a core histone, this is another core histone, this is another core histone. Here I am found 4 different type of core histone. Now what happens? Our DNA come and simply start to wrapped around it. Our DNA takes 2 wrapping. Our DNA takes 2 round around a histone. Okay. Our DNA simply take 2 rounds around the core histone. This is our double stranded DNA. Okay, this is double stranded DNA that wrapped around the histone core. Now what happens? This is H1 histone that held the DNA here tightly. बेटा क्या होता है? ये H1 हिस्टोन होता है जो DNA को यहाँ पे टाइटली पैक करे हुए रहता है. जो यहाँ पे बेटा क्या होता है, अपने डीएनए को टाइटली बांधे हुए रहता है। मीन्स अगर इसके दोनों तरफ हम एक धागा को अगर बेटा ये हिस्टोन है, कोर हिस्टोन है, और इसके चारों तरफ में 2 राउंड लेते हैं, ये डीएनए है इसका, तो कभी कभी क्या होगा, शायद ये ढीला हो जाए, शायद इसका लूज हो जाए इसकी रैपिंग। तो इस रैपिंग को लूज ना हो, इससे बचाने के लिए यहाँ पे एक टाइटली बाउंड करने के लिए H1 हिस्टोन होती है, दैट टाइटली पैक्ड द डीएनए ओवर द हिस्टोन। नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस, now what happens in electron microscope, this structure appears bead on sting, बेटा कैसे मोतियों की माला जैसे दिखता है, and this is known as chromatin, and this whole structure is known as chromatin, and most of the time the DNA present in our nucleus is in the form of chromatin। बेटा क्या होता है, हमारे न्यूक्लियस के अंदर मेनली जो डीएनए है वो इसी फॉर्म में, इसी क्रोमैटिन के फॉर्म में पड़ा हुआ होता है। नाउ sometimes if we discuss about the chromatin, then we know, if we discuss about the chromatin, then we simply know here what is euchromatic regions, euchromatic region, and what are the heterochromatic region, heterochromatic regions। What happens, some of the regions in the nucleus where this histone protein very tightly packed, some of the regions in our nucleus where the histone proteins are very tightly packed, so these tightly packed regions, what tightly packed regions along with histone is known as heterochromatic regions। They always take very dark strain, if we strain them then they take dark strain, and those regions that are loosely packed are known as euchromatic regions, and they are very loosely packed and take always very light strain। They also known as transcriptionally active regions, they are known as transcriptionally active regions, and they are known as ट्रांसक्रिप्शनली इनएक्टिव रीजन्स। बेटा इनका ट्रांसक्रिप्शन होकर के mRNA नहीं बनता है, जबकि ये ट्रांसक्रिप्शन करके mRNA बनाते हैं। ओके, नेक्स्ट थिंग इज दिस डीएनए दैट ज्वाइंस 2 हिस्टोन्स इज नोन एज लिंकर डीएनए, व्हाट इज लिंकर डीएनए। नाउ द मोस्ट important thing that you now come to know, this whole structure that contains H1 histone, second thing DNA, and third thing core histone, is known as nucleosome, a structure that contains one H1 histone, one core histone, and 2 rounds of DNA that wrap around it is known as nucleosome, and this nucleosome structure is about 10 nanometer in diameter. How much? 10 nanometer in diameter, and contains about 146 we can say that base pairs, contains about 146 base pairs। So this is a typical structure of nucleosome, this is a structure of chromatin। बेटा ये क्या है, chromatin है DNA, genetic material है, that is in the double helical form, and when it wrap around the different histone proteins, then it is known as chromatin। In our nucleus, DNA always present in the form of chromatin। Next thing is nucleosome is a structure in which DNA wrapped around the chromatin and tightened by the H1 histone is known as nucleosome। Nucleosome is 10 nanometer thick and contains about 146 base pairs। So what happens, due to this wrapping our DNA reduces its size। बेटा क्या करता है, हमारा जो इतना लंबा DNA था उसने अपना कुछ तो साइज रिड्यूस कर दिया, but it not reduces much, that's why now this histone are start to supercoil to each other। बेटा क्या करते हैं, अब ये हिस्टोन अपनी coiling करना स्टार्ट करते हैं। Now different type of six, now different six histones comes together and form a new structure. What happens now? Now the next structure is the higher structure. Higher structure. Now what happens? Six different histones are come together. Six histone molecules are come together. This is the H1, H1, H1. Their H1s are joined together, and this is our DNA. This is our DNA that wrapped around histones, that wrapped to around our histones. Means now what happens? This structure going to more condensed. The structure of the nucleosome is going to more condensed, and this more condensed structure, when six different type of histones are held together, is known as solenoid. A most important structure that is known as solenoid. If anyone asks you what is solenoid, so solenoid is a structure in which six different we can say that nucleosomes are held together, and after there what happens? They form a 30 nanometer. They form a 30 nanometer thick structure, and this 30 nanometer thick structure is known as solenoid. What is solenoid? This structure is known as solenoid. Now what happens? Different solenoid are start to held together. बेटा क्या था? पहले तो हमारे डीएनए ने हिस्टोन के ऊपर रैपिंग करी, जिससे उसका साइड कुछ रिड्यूस हुआ. उसके बाद अभी इतने से काम नहीं चलेगा, बिकॉज ये 2.2 मीटर लॉन्ग डीएनए हैव टू बी पैक्ड इनसाइड 1 माइक्रॉन न्यूक्लियस. इसको 1 माइक्रॉन के न्यूक्लियस के अंदर पैक होना है. नाउ इट स्टार्ट टू क्वाइलिंग together. Now nucleosomes start to coiling together, and after coiling together they form a structure that is known as solenoid. Now what happens? Different solenoids are start to coil together. When different solenoids coil together, then they form a higher structure that is known as super solenoid. Solenoids coil together and form super solenoid. Super solenoid is 200 nanometer thick structure. This is 200 nanometer thick structure. Now the higher supercoiling requires more proteins along with histone, and these proteins are known as, now we need more proteins for their supercoiling, and these proteins are known as non-histone chromosomal proteins, because these proteins ultimately lead to the formation of chromosomes. Means now these supercoiled structure or super solenoids are held together till time they convert into the chromosome. बेटा ये तब तक आपस में held होते रहेंगे, जुड़ते रहेंगे, जब तक ये chromosome में नहीं convert हो जाते हैं. Now I am going to discuss or form a structure of chromosome. What? When different type of the super solenoid at higher level coil to each other, then they form a very specialized and coiled structure, and this is specialized and coiled structure is known as, you all know about it, this super coiled structure is known as chromosome. This structure is known as chromosome. At the time of interphase, at the time this chromosome always present in the interphase cell stage. बेटा क्या है? ये chromosome है. What is it is a chromosome, or we can say that हायर पैकेज्ड फॉर्म, ये डीएनए का सबसे हायर पैकेज फॉर्म या डीएनए का सबसे कंडेंस्ड फॉर्म है. एंड द थिकनेस ऑफ क्रोमोसोम इज अबाउट 1400 नैनोमीटर. बेटा हमारा क्रोमोसोम जो होता है 1400 नैनोमीटर थिक होता है. एंड इट कंटेन्स 2 आर्म्स एंड दिस आर्म्स आर नोन एज chromatids. What? It known as chromatids. Don't confuse with chromatin to chromatid. Chromatin is a structure of the DNA that is mostly present in the case in nucleus, and this chromatin contains histone protein along with DNA, and when this DNA is condensely packed, then they form a chromosome and their arms are known as chromatids. Okay. So I think this is all about the packaging of the DNA in the case of eukaryotes. Here we discuss about what is chromatin, what is nucleosome structure, what is solenoid structure, what is supersolenoid, and after that what is chromosome. Means ultimately this long 2.2 meter long DNA packed into this 1400 nanometer thick chromosomes. So it's all about the packaging, but something is left here, some terminologies that students always we can say that confused about. So now I am discuss some terminologies like what is DNA. So DNA is a polynucleotide chain that contains 2 chains, and the 2 chains are held together. A polynucleotide structure, okay, always present in the form of double helical structure. कैसा होता है बेटा? हमेशा डबल हेलिक्स के फॉर्म में प्रेजेंट होता है. एंड इट इज द जेनेटिक मटेरियल ऑफ ऑल द लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म, और लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म लाइक यूकैरियोट्स एंड प्रोकैरियोट एक्सेप्ट viruses, because some of the viruses contains RNA as the genetic material. Now chromatin. When DNA start to wrapped around histone protein, means DNA along with histone protein is known as chromatin. And in our nucleus, DNA most of the time present in the form of chromatin. At the time of cell division, it converted or it packaged in the form of the chromosome, because division in the case of chromosome is more easy than in compared to in the form of chromatin. Next is chromatids. The arms of the chromosomes are known as chromatids, and they are of 2 types. One is sister chromatid and another is non-sister chromatid. So I will make you confirm with the help of a diagram here what are the sister chromatids and what are the non-sister chromatids. So if this is a chromosome and there are 2 chromatids are here, okay, these are the chromatids. If a chromatids that are joined with same centromere, those chromatids that are joined with same centromere are known as sister chromatid. What? They are known as sister chromatids. Those chromatids that are joined with the same centromere are known as sister chromatids, and those chromatids that are joined with 2 different centromeres are known as non-sister. What? Non-sister chromatids. This is the centromere. One more thing that we discuss here. What is kinetochore? Number of students are confused about kinetochore. They assume that centromere and kinetochores are the same things, but they are totally different from each other. If this is a chromosome, and here this is centromere. So these chromatids at a particular location join to each other. बेटा क्या होता है, जो chromatids हैं एक पर्टिकुलर लोकेशन पे एक दूसरे से ज्वाइन करती हैं, एंड दिस लोकेशन और दिस पोजीशन वेयर द ज्वाइन टू ईच अदर इज नोन एज काइनेटोकोर, काइनेटोकोर, एंड दिस काइनेटोकोर्स आर हेल्ड इनसाइड द सेंट्रोमियर। और ये बेटा काइनेटोकोर्स ही कहाँ पे होते हैं? सेंट्रोमियर। तो बेटा जहाँ पे ये क्रोमेटिड्स ज्वाइन करती हैं एक दूसरे से, वो पर्टिकुलर लोकेशन को हम क्या बोलते हैं? काइनेटोकोर। और काइनेटोकोर किसके अंदर प्रेजेंट होते हैं? काइनेटोकोर ऑलवेज प्रेजेंट इनसाइड द सेंट्रोमियर, और काइनेटोकोर सेंट्रोमियर के अंदर होते हैं। सो आई थिंक it all about the packaging of the DNA in the case of eukaryotes. We also discussed in the case of prokaryotes. In our next video we will discuss about the replication of DNA. Means in our next class we will start about the central dogma of molecular biology, and in the central dogma we will start with we can say that replication of DNA. Replication means formation of DNA from DNA or copying of DNA. So thank you dear students for watching my video. We will discuss replication in our next video.